Happy Monday and welcome to a new video from us. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. First, we're in a new location. This is my personal home, so welcome. And yesterday was International Day of Yoga, so I thought today we could do some yoga together. It's not going to be perfect, you're not going to be an expert, and that is perfectly okay. I have been doing yoga on and off for a couple of years now, and it's helped me so much. It helps me physically be able to sit taller and walk stronger. It helps me touch my toes. It's helped me feel really good in my body, which I feel very, very lucky about. It also yoga's really great because it allows you to slow down. It allows you to focus in on one thing. Yoga doesn't have to be fast or slow. It actually really doesn't matter so long as you focus. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to try and talk you through some really good activities, some really good poses that you can do at home. I'm not an expert, so I will say that, but I'm really excited to do this with you. The first thing about yoga that is so key for you to understand is that yoga is all about breathing. You can sit here just perfectly still and breathe, and that is yoga. So long as you're focused on your breathing. So I'm going to talk you through how to do that. I'm going to show you some poses, and then I'm going to also include some links to some other videos that I would recommend that you check out if you really like this. Again, I'm no expert, but we're going to try this out together. The second really important thing about yoga is not pushing yourself too far. You don't want to be in any kind of pain. You can feel a little bit of a tightness or a little bit of a pull, but nothing painful. If at any point in time you try something and it hurts, stop and move back. Slow down. Breathe through it. You do not want to be in any kind of pain. So keep that in mind. So I start off every single one of my yoga classes sitting down. I always cross my feet. You can do your right foot in front of the left or left foot in front of the right. It really doesn't matter. I don't cross them up. I actually try and sit them out. Try to sit out and open. And then I take a couple of deep breaths in. I focus on breathing in and then hold it for a second and breathing out. So we're going to do that together. You can keep your eyes open, you can keep your eyes closed, either work. You can put your hands facing down or facing up. Again, whatever you're comfortable with, it really doesn't matter. So long as you're focusing on bringing your breath in, filling it up, filling your chest up with lots of air and filling your belly up and puffing out, and then you're gonna hold it, and then you're gonna let it out. You can let it out in a big blow with your mouth, or we can do it in a fun way. So fill up your lungs and and you can let it out in a laugh. It really doesn't matter. And then we're going to move to our hands and knees, and we're going to put your hands underneath your shoulders, and your elbows are going to stay a little bit locked, but a little bit have some movement to them. And then my hips are going to be over my knees. And again, I'm just going to kind of rock back and forth. I'm going to move my body a little bit. Nothing major, just a little bit of movement. So I'm going to roll my body up and down. This is a variation of what's called cat and cow, which is a very well-known yoga activity. So you're going to pull your chest in and your bum in, and then you're going to pop it out. You're going to look up when you can, and again, you're just moving your body. All we're doing this for is to get some movement and some blood flowing in our body. So the next one is going to be what is commonly known as a downward dog. And again, this isn't going to be perfect, and it's totally okay, but you're going to keep your hands planted, you're going to tuck your toes, and then you're going to push up. And hopefully, you can keep your legs bent if you want. You can keep your legs bent like mine if you want, or you can straighten them out. completely up to you. It's whatever you're comfortable with. And again, you're just gonna rock your feet back and forth. We're just gonna focus on natural movement in our body. We want this because movement is so good for us. And it feels really good in our shoulders. It's really good in our hips. And then, because I think you can do it, you're gonna jump like a frog. You're gonna bend your knees a little bit, and then we're gonna jump like a frog to the front of our mat. Ooh, just like that. So again, I've jumped, and then I'm gonna pop my legs up. And if you have the ability to stand up all the way with your legs perfectly straight, awesome. If you can't, then just hang out here. That's totally fine. It's whatever your body can do. I'm gonna move my feet out just a little bit, and I'm gonna hang here. I'm not looking to touch the ground. You can hold your elbows like I have, and you're just gonna hang, and you're gonna enjoy where your body is. You're gonna find sometimes you're gonna lean farther forward, and sometimes you're gonna pop yourself back a little bit. You wanna do this because this is a position that our body isn't normally in. We don't normally hang like this, but it's really good for the back of your legs. And it pulls your muscles into the right places. And then after we've done this for a couple of minutes, a couple of breaths, you're gonna breathe in and you're gonna breathe out. We're gonna put our hands on the ground. We're gonna pop our one foot back, and then our other foot back, and then we're basically gonna do a push-up. If you can't do a push-up, don't worry, just lower yourself to the ground. And once you've done this, you're gonna then use your hands to pop yourself up. And again, you pop up as high as you can. So if you can only pop up to here, only pop up to here. That's totally okay. And you're just gonna, again, we're gonna move a little bit, we're gonna breathe a little bit. That's the whole point of yoga. We can do it with a song and move really quickly, or we can do it with a song and move really slowly. That's the thing I really like about yoga. You can put on your favorite song. So we've been down here for a minute, we've done some movement. We're gonna tuck our toes back, and then again, we're gonna pop up, just again, back into our downward dog. And again, walk out your feet if you want, keep them still if you want. I like lots of movement in my body, so I am always rocking back and forth and pushing them as far as they can go comfortably. And then instead of jumping like a frog, we're gonna kick our foot back, and then we're gonna pop it forward, and then we're gonna pop our other one forward. If you don't like that and you would prefer to hop like a frog, go ahead and hop like a frog. And we're gonna be here for a second. You're gonna breathe in and push your chest up, and then you're gonna breathe out and pull yourself down. Then you're gonna plant your hands, pop your one foot back, pop your other foot back just like before, and you're gonna do a push-up one more time. Push, and then snake it up. And again, this kind of looks like a seal. That's how you can think of it. And you're gonna look up to the sky when you do this. And again, move a little bit if you like to, or don't. It's completely up to you. And then tuck your toes so that they're underneath you, and pop up. Okay, now that you understand what is called a flow, that's what that just was, we're gonna change it up a little bit. So, last time we kicked one foot up, we're gonna kick it up again, and instead of bringing both feet forward, we're just gonna bring the one. So you want your ankle and your knee at the same spot. And then what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be called Warrior, which is such a great name. You're gonna pop up, you're gonna turn your foot back, and you're gonna stand in a big lunge, and you're gonna put your hands out super strong. And this is what we call a warrior. And I mean, I don't know about you, but when I think of a warrior, I think of somebody who's super strong. So sometimes I like to push my arms up really strong. And we're gonna stand here and we're gonna hold it, because it's gonna show you just how strong your legs are. It's gonna hurt. Mine definitely hurt. So we're gonna hold it for 2 big breaths. So we're gonna do one in together and blow it out. And then we're gonna do it again and blow it out. And then we're going to cartwheel our hands. We're not moving our bodies, don't worry. We're gonna have our hands out straight like we were before, and then we're going to bring them down to the ground just like that. That's what we like to call cartwheel hands. And now we're back into our lunge. We're going to pop our foot back into the downward facing dog. And then we're going to go over into our push-up position and bring it down, and then up into our seal. Nice and tall, look up. And then again, we're gonna tuck our feet. Up we go. And last time I did my right leg, so now I'm gonna do my left leg. So I'm going to pop my left leg up, and I'm going to bring it forward, and I'm gonna keep it in line, my ankle and my knee in line with one another. And I'm currently got both my hands here on the ground. I'm gonna move them up to my knee because I think that's a little bit easier. And then I'm gonna shift my foot, and then out I go into my warrior stance. So I'm just legs super far apart, kind of like if you were, I don't know, on a really big giant surfboard or something. You're gonna keep your arms out, or you can put them up super strong if that helps you feel like a warrior. And we're gonna stand here and we're gonna stay here really still for 2 big breaths. So let's do it together. One in, and take a pause and breathe out. And one more time, and out. And this time again, we're gonna cartwheel our hands, so cartwheel them down. And you're gonna shift your foot, and you're gonna pop it back into that downward dog. And then we're gonna come up and do our push-up. And up we go into our seal. And then we're gonna do what is called child's pose, which is really super simple. It's one of the best, it's one of my favorites. So instead of popping up to downward facing dog, we're gonna push our bum back. We're going to open up our legs, so separate your knees a little bit, and then you're gonna go down. And you're just gonna hold it down here. You can keep it really, what's called active, and hold your fingertips really strong onto your mat or onto the ground, or you can just pop them out and just leave them to rest. And again, I like to shift back and forth a little bit when I do this because I think that it feels a little bit more comfortable. And then once we're done here, we're gonna come up again on all fours. This is what's called tabletop. And then we're gonna sit with our bum down. Oh, I'm sweaty. And then I think it's always a good idea to do just a little bit of extra stretching. So I'm gonna make a nice big, I don't know, I guess this is an L kind of shape. So keep both your feet out, and then you're gonna bring one in, and you want to keep your body straight when you do this. You don't wanna be out like this, because that's really bad for your body. You wanna keep everything nice and straight looking forward, and then you're gonna reach as far as you can reach. You don't wanna hurt yourself, so keep your chest up really straight and strong. And if you can reach your foot, awesome. If you can only reach your shin, that's okay. And same with your knee. It really doesn't matter how far you can reach. And you're just gonna hold it. I lost you there. I can reach the full bottom of my foot, so I'm gonna just keep it there. And we're gonna, again, hold it for 30 seconds or so. We're gonna then bring our feet into a butterfly, have them as close or far away from you as you want, whatever's comfortable. I'm pretty comfortable with them close to me. And I'm gonna sit up nice and strong, and then I'm gonna fold over if I can. If you can't fold over, that's totally fine. It's just whatever you can reach. So again, you're just gonna hold this for, I would say, 2 big breaths. So 1 big breath in, and hold, and push it out. And then 1 more breath. And out. And then the last position in yoga. This one is considered the hardest position, which is so funny to think about. It's simply laying on the ground, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see me do, but you're just going to lay down, and you're gonna be super still. And you're just gonna lay down and breathe. And you're gonna release all of the tensions in your body. And if that's something that's hard for you to do, that's perfectly okay. I find it really hard to sit still, so sometimes I like to do my yoga to slow me down, and then because I've got all this energy pent up, I do a dance party afterwards. So that is what I recommend that you try. Wasn't that lovely? I had such a great time doing yoga with you, and I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope that this was something different and exciting for you, even if it was a little bit slower, a little bit outside of the realm that we normally do videos with you. So I'm really hoping you liked it, and if you did, let us know. Give us a thumbs up, tag us or comment on our stuff on Instagram. We would love to hear from you. And tomorrow we're also going to do something different, so check us out, and I can't wait to see you there.